Hey guys, this is gamingwithtape, and today you join me for episode 2 of season 4 of Fighter Jet Showdown, and we start at the KSC again. I do want to do it like last series, where I used Kerbal side, so I had all the different bases, so we got different scenery each time, but Kerbal side hasn't been updated, so either I'll wait for that or maybe just create some of my own bases with the Kerbal constructs, but hopefully for next episode we won't be staring at this boring green boringness. But alright, okay, so the first jets we have going up today are a pair of jets, the F-22 Raptor and the X-120 Mark II from Frank. Of course, a wingman pair of two different jets. This X-120 is apparently just kind of based on everything. You can kind of see that it looks a little F-16-y, little F-15-y, little Sukhoi-y. It's got a lot of stuff in it, and I think it looks quite nice. It's using, I think, procedural tanks, so it's got like a dark underbelly. Pretty well armed, pretty nice. The F-22 Raptor, a pretty good rendition, although I gotta say the back wings look a little bit like they should be more triangular, like this bit isn't angular enough. But still, I think it looks really good, and it's really nice, and you know how I love F-22s, and yeah, same armament, I think, as that one. These will be going up against a pair of Embraer EMB 232s, which come to me from Ask Someone Else. And yeah, these are, I'm not exactly sure, kind of based on lots of jets again, maybe. Look pretty nice using these procedural wings from the B9 pack. And have a bunch of missiles, all AMRAAMs 9 actually, with this ECM jammer, which may help them. But yeah, anyway, let's get these into the air and have a little bit of a fight, shall we? So let's start this off, and oh, that's loud. They changed the jet sounds, and now they're very loud. I need to enable these ECM jammers, because people put them on for a reason, and you have to toggle them manually. Something I didn't know for the last few seasons, so that's new. ECM jammers, woo, basic technology. Anyway, yeah, no idea who's going to win. They're both pretty nice looking jets, and as they say, if it looks right, it flies right, so yeah. Anyway, although that's not always true. Sometimes we have some weird looking jets which just trance everything else. Alright, this guy having a little bit of trouble controlling himself, not a great sign. This guy flying rather nicely though. And it looks like we're in formation now, and are getting to the right distance, and the competition starts. Everyone turns around to murder each other. Who will fire missiles first? It looks like these guys have, actually. These guys haven't fired their missiles. Maybe it has something to do with the ECM jammers. Oh no, this guy's, the X-120, has fired his AMRAAM away at the enemy. Looks like he's only doing one missile per target. That might be something to tweak, something I will not tweak. The only thing I tweak in the guard mode is visual range if I need to, and gun range for 2,500 meters, because you know I like me some gunfights. Anyway, popping chaff here, trying to get away from these missiles. Last time we actually saw someone get shot down, saw one of the Eurofighters get shot down because it ran out of chaff. Something I've never seen before, but maybe include the extra chaff dispensers on your aircraft, if you intend to, well, if you intend not to die. Anyway. It looks like these guys are kind of on the ropes. Probably, yeah, they've got chaff. Yeah, they got, oh yeah, these guys have got extra chaff. These guys on the ropes. Looks like we've got the X-120 coming into gun range now, but he is alone. His F-22 has not followed him here, really. Looks like he's coming in for this guy. Oh no, wait, ooh. Oh, a bit of a joust going on, and they fly past each other, almost colliding. I do like to see some aerial melee kills. That's how a gentleman wins a dogfight, with a crashed plane, I think you'll find. This guy turning around just as he would have been in gun range of the F-22, but he is, joining his wingman, trying to light up the X-120 over there. And the X-120 goes down, lost a wing, still kind of flying, but not looking great. These guys not, kind of floundering a little bit too much, and oh, look at that as he glides over, murdering his opponent, and then crashing into the debris and dying. Don't always fly through the debris, as glorious as it looks. It may not be the best strategy. And now the F-22 is on this Embraer's tail, and it is not looking good. That mistake may have cost the Embraers, quite a lot, and they may indeed lose. The F-22 coming up right behind him, putting all the gunfire on him and tearing him apart. The F-22, the Victor, and I guess the X-120, and the will also be joining him, although that seemed to not do so well. Anyway, alright, so yes, let's move on to the next. This guy's still murdering him. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So, the next jets that will be going up will be a pair of FV-106 Cupids, which come to me from the Doom Turtle. These single-engined fighters are, well, they're rather nice looking, rather different, maybe like slightly older fighters, but I do like how they look. They are pretty well armed. And, well, they're just interesting, and it'd be interesting to see how well they do, because single-engine fighters often don't perform that well in this competition, but a really well-designed one really could, and I'd love to see it. These will be going up against the TK-19 and the YKH-106, which come to me from Tom. This kind of looking somewhat... Well, they both have kind of Sukhoi cockpits. This one looking kind of like the SU-40 something. I don't know, the one with the forward swept wings. And this, I don't know, doesn't really look so much like any of the Sukhois with its big wings, but still, they look really nice. They're both pretty well armed, and I guess we'll see how they do. So, let's get them going, and... Ooh, everything's fucked, and just press the Windows key, I think. It looks like this guy does have a ECM jammer, so we'll enable that. I don't think this guy does. I can't see it anywhere. Is he inside the plane, maybe? Is that an ECM jammer? I don't know. Flare dispenser. ECM jammer. Oh, there we go. Try and make it fairly obvious, or put it in the email or post or whatever, so that I can see an ECM jammer, because it is quite a heavy thing for me not to turn on. But yes, okay. So the jet's going now, almost at 8 kilometers. It should be a fight to remember. Hopefully, I really want to see a good single-engine fighter. You never. I just don't think they can ever quite get the thrust-to-weight ratios in this competition, but I guess we'll see. In real life, the F-16 was one of the first really operational fighter jets which could do 1G, you know, which could actually climb vertically and accelerate, and that's a single-engine fighter. A very small one, though. But yeah, maybe that should be the goal for this competition, to find the ultimate single-engine fighter. I think it's always going to go to multi-engine fighters, though, in the end. We've had a few single-engine fighters in you know, in finales, in grand finales, but I don't think they've ever won. Anyway, we're exchanging missile blows right now. Doesn't look like anyone's damaged. That guy almost, maybe. It's gonna get hard to see if I watch it from over here. There we go. My sweet camera work. This guy has got gunfire coming in from the YKH, but one of the planes over there has been shot down. I can't see it right now, but oh, look at that. He flies past. He gets a beautiful, a lot of hits, taken off a lot of hit points. Something's been shot down over there. I think it was the TK-15, which means it is now 2-on-1 once the F-106 is done with that. But this F-106 is having a hell of a time. He is getting shot up by the YKH pretty nicely. Did exchange some gunfire and doing quite well and surviving quite well, actually, taking a lot of gunfire. I thought for a second maybe he had armor on him. By the way, no armor in this competition, because that would be ridiculous. Anyway, hopefully his wingman will come and defend him now from this evil YKH, who is just toying with him at this point. He is just, another hit. I'm going to watch it from this guy's perspective now, since he's the last guy on this team. Looks like this is the far superior fighter of the two that were submitted to fight on this team. Maybe should have just submitted 2 of these, but it is nice to see, you know, lots of different fighters, and maybe they do complement each other quite well. This guy trying to destroy him now, but his old prey is actually trying to fight back. Maybe he should have taken that guy out first. Gets a hit on that F-106. It actually looks like the F-106s are more maneuverable, but this guy is just very fast and, just seems quite powerful. But now he's got 2 guys on his tail now. Surely he is not long for this world. He is good, but is he twice as good? We will find out. Has that guy flipped out? Nope, he has got some nice control on him. This is a hell of a dogfight. Oh god, that guy's coming right in now. Will this guy get away? It doesn't look like he's right on his 6. There is no hope for him now, surely, and he splits in 2 and is ripped apart. The F-106s are victorious due to superior dogfighting. And actually 50 cals? Alright, okay, maybe 50 cals are overpowered. I feel like they might be. Anyway, doesn't matter. This guy really took a battering. He's missing an air intake, a tail plane. He's got bullet holes all over him. That's pretty savage. Anyway, yes, so, well, the first single-engine fighter is doing quite well in this series. But anyway, let's go and see who will join these people in these planes in the semi-final, shall we? So, the next draft that will be going up will be a pair of SU-57Ks, which come to me from Patrick. These are rather nice, probably based on the SU-57. Isn't that the upcoming stealthy one that the Russians are working on? Yeah, it looks really nice. It looks quite interesting. It's got these kind of front control surfaces, which may help it out. And yeah, it is quite an interesting design, but kind of semi-conventional. These will be going up against a pair of ASIF Mark IIs. Can these win? as if. No, these look pretty interesting. Small fighters tend to do quite well. These technically have a third engine, although it is just a Juno basic engine. Fairly lightly armed, but very small, which tends to be quite effective in Fighter Jet Showdown. So let's get them in the air and have them murder each other. Any ECM jammers, I should really find this out earlier, but they turn off if they run out of electric charge, so you need to be running the engines. Yeah, it doesn't look like these guys have ECM jammers. And the 57s? Do these have any? Yeah, they do. Okay, I'll toggle them. Not that it seemed to help anyone at all. I think the last people had. The losers of the last round had ECM jammers, and that didn't seem to help them at all. I think most really good fights are resolved in with guns. So yeah. Anyway, but they're on. Oh, they were enabled. Huh? Maybe I've been turning people's ECM jammers off. Well, shit happens, and I will not redo it because I'm lazy. Okay, I can't. Buddy. Okay, well, you know, you're fucked now. Whatever. No, I think I did turn that one on. Anyway, so missiles away. Things are happening. Looked like, oh my god, these must be quick. They got away very quickly while I was trying to turn off ECM jammers. This guy moving in extremely fast? Yeah, extremely fast. That's a word, extremely. I just came up with it. Ooh, looks like one of the ASIFs has been hit, maybe? No, just fired a missile. Alright, these guys turning around, missiles away. Looks like these guys are almost out of missiles now, so surely it will become a gunfight soon. An Su-57 getting chased down by the missile, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. This guy lighting up the Su-57. Will he hit him, though? This guy getting hit by something. Oh, there's an Su-57 on his tail. Oh, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are happening. This guy is, ooh, getting hit by a lot of gunfire. Are you seriously? Okay, I think the guns have been nerfed a little bit in this new update. But, oh, this guy's got a missile, like, actually chasing him. He's just outrunning it. This is insane. He's outmaneuvering and outrunning a missile. He doesn't have any... Oh, he does have countermeasures. It looks like that has turned off now. Anyway, it is 2-on-1 now that this guy's wingman has been shot down. But it seems the enemies are distracted by the corpse of his enemy. A corpse of his wingman, even. This guy doesn't really seem to know what to do. He's been too floundered by missiles, and now the gunfire comes in for him. He may not be long for this world. As I said, the small little tiny fighters seem to be quite effective. This guy may be just a little too big or draggy or something. Maybe just not quite maneuverable enough. And yeah, oh, the gunfire raining, an explosion just behind him, surely losing something. And turning around, will he get some gunfire away? Ooh, maybe no, yeah. Oh, he's wounded, he's fine, he'll be fine. You're alright, buddy, you're alright. Oh no, he is not alright. There's a guy right in his tail, and he can no longer maneuver effectively. And, oh, he is swaying all over the place. This is pretty brutal. These things just stick to their prograde marker. It's insane. Oh, but he gets just below him, and that'll probably not save him. Oh, ooh. Oh, we got out of it. Wow, this thing flies quite well with only one wing. Got a very wide body, so he should be okay. Although I feel like he is just buying time until his inevitable doom at this point, because, well, he can't possibly win now. He's missing air intakes and engines? No, air intakes and wings and everything. Oh, and then he gets hit again, and shredded some more, and is destroyed by the ASIFs. Pretty nice planes. I guess maybe the third engine really helps, or maybe they're just quite insanely maneuverable with this giant control surface in the middle. I guess they're mostly control surface, so yeah, anyway. Alright, that's that. Let's go and see the final round of the qualifier to see who will have the dubious honour of fighting the ASIFs. Okay, so the final round of the qualifiers is another F-22. So, okay, I know I've had 2 F-22s in this video, and I know maybe I featured too many F-22s in this series, but it's accompanied by a YF-23 Black Widow, and I love this plane, and it's so cool, so forgive me for my overabundance of F-22s. Anyway, these come from Ask Homan, and they're really nice. So the F-23, of course, was the competitor to the F-22 for the Next Generation Fighter program, and it has just these, I think they're like dovetail or ducktail, they're something tail, canards. So instead of having a tail plane and a rear canard, it just has the one, and I think it looks really nice. And this is quite a well-designed one. Big wing, pretty cool. The F-22, of course, we're familiar with. It's the F-22. This is a nice rendition of it, kind of interesting wing design and things, and I quite like it. These will be going up against the F-45, which comes to me from Chris. A very nice looking jet, very slim and slender and tight. Okay, Peter, a little weird. And yeah, I don't know what this is based off, but it's really nice. The engines are a tiny, tinsy bit clipped together, but I did say that was okay. If they're just like if they're touching, it's okay. But what I mean is if you just put 2 engines in the same space, and then that's just douchey. And oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff hidden under the air brake. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, this is pretty cool. So anyway, let's just get them in the air before I ramble anymore. I'm... Okay. And ECM jammers, I should probably... I think they're on automatically, actually. I thought you had to turn them on. Someone told me you did, so it's that guy's fault that I may have turned someone's ECM jammer off. It's fine. I'm sure it, isn't a major thing. Anyway, yeah, so I can't see any of them. Are you just on by the... Bitch, can you... Are you enabled? Oh, you're not enabled. What is with this? Anyway, okay, I'll just try and turn them on if I can, Are you... Do you have an ECM jammer? If it's really hard to find, I'm just not going to be able to turn it on, by the way, so don't get mad at me. Not something I've had to deal with before, because I haven't thought about it. Probably should have kept ignoring it. But anyway, it gives me something to do while I get to distance. This one doesn't seem to have one. Yeah, so if you want your ECM jammer turned on, make sure it's visible. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll just watch the fight now. I think all the jammers are turned on. Everything's good. These guys looking beautiful. The 23 diving low. The 22 diving low as well, following the 23. Missiles coming in. Looks like these guys haven't fired as many. Now, of course, the real F-22 doesn't carry that many missiles because it has internal bays so that it can be all stealthy-like, so that it can't be seen except by a bunch of different types of radar. But, it's better than nothing. Anyway, looks like the missiles are chasing down planes but not doing too much damage, because these are some really nice planes. Both the 45, the 22, and the 23 are both, they're all really nice, and I want to see them fight it out, with guns and like a beautiful dogfight. This guy murdered, okay. God damn it. Alright, just the F-22 then. Don't get murdered by a missile, because I want to see another gunfight. We've had a lot of good gunfights today. I want to finish the qualifiers strong, but missiles are coming in. Already lit up the 23. He's still technically alive and will distract the enemy for a little while, but it's not ideal. Now this guy's moving in. Will he be able to take out 2 of the enemies by himself? I'm not sure. We really can't tell. We haven't seen them dogfight yet, but maybe if he gets a lucky missile kill and then some good... Oh no, he's... Oh wow, ripped apart just by a missile. Wasn't quite fast enough to evade that and just lost his engines, and now tumbles into the ground as the 45s fly past. Rather beautiful, actually. That's quite nice. So yeah, bit uneventful, but clearly the 23 and the 22 just not good enough at missile avoidance, which is a really important skill. So the 45s will be going to the semi-final to fight against the ASIFs. And let's go and see those semi-finals right now. Alright, so the first round of the semi-final is of course between the F-22 Raptor and the X-120 Mark II, and versus the FV-106 Cupids. Let's get them into the air and have a little fighty fight, because it's, well, oh fuck, okay, you're fine, buddy. He's fine. I should do that again. That'll give him a tiny disadvantage, and although it won't affect anything, someone's gonna be like, well, that wasn't fair, and I'll have to be like, I know, but it's done now, and then I'll be sad. Alright, now the engines are all actually on, let's get going. So yes, the single engines versus these guys. I think it was the X-120 that didn't do that well last time, but the F-22 that really cleaned up the rest of the Embraers, or whatever the hell they were called. And of course the F-106s took quite a lot of damage, but were pretty durable and did some nice damage. Did some good fighting, some good shooting. Of course, armed with those 50 cals, which did surprisingly well. Maybe they're a little overpowered, who knows. Anyway, doesn't matter probably. Kinda does though. Anyway. Alright, getting into position now. Could you do it faster? I have things to do. I have people to see die. In the game. It's not just what I do, Alright, 8 kilometers, go murder each other. I want to see if the X-120 died by fluke last time, or just has a bit of trouble. You can see it's a little bit squirrely. Maybe it's just a little bit too gimbally. I'm not sure. But, well, we'll see. It has a really nice underbody, actually. Very nice use of the wings there. But that might throw off its lift a little bit. Same with the F-22 Raptor, although this guy flies very well. It's clearly quite well engineered. It's nice to see a nicely engineered plane. 4 missiles going for the X-120 though. Surely one of them will hit him. And oh no, they all missed. Pretty nice. Looks like he did a kind of a, what's it called? Kind of turned on a dime right there. Or maybe just lost control. But gained it back pretty quickly. But, has lost all of its speed, and the missile takes him out because he appears to have just flipped out and now loses his engines and tumbles into the ground. And now it's just the F-22 again versus the F-106s. Didn't think too much of the F-106's fighting ability, actually, but they're doing quite well. And, oh my god! I have to say, the F-22s we've seen today haven't been so great at dodging missiles. This one a little better, but, yeah, getting into gun range now as well, which is not good for this guy. Missiles coming in, he turns around, but seems to have lost control trying to pull that avoidance maneuver. Will he be able to survive long enough to put some guns to his enemies, or will they strip him apart in no time? It's not looking great. Oh, that guy's riding his tail. Will he manage to... Oh, he outmaneuvers him, though. It looks like the F-22 might have the advantage there. And now, will he turn around? If he turned around right now, he might have a bit of a chance. Maybe he's just giving himself some distance. And now trying to light up one of the FV-106s. And, getting a few hits, but maybe it's not enough. He's got the wingman coming in on him now. Getting hits. Getting hit quite a bit. You can see quite a lot of bullet holes there. Something exploded. Hopefully nothing major. Ooh, has his whole wing ripped off now. Not fantastic. The F-106 dives down on top of him. Strips off more wing, and now he is not long for this world, surely. Brutal, but beautiful. The F-106 is really showing their worth. Look at them, just kind of... Just going back and forth, stripping this guy apart. It's beautiful to see. These planes are amazing. This guy's still flying, but probably not for much longer. He has a lot of bullet holes in him, and these guys are right there ready to tear him apart. Okay, pretty cool to see these things in action. They look amazing from the front, especially when they're firing. Look at that. You know what, we're going to see this to completion just because this is so cool. Those 50 cals are pretty wimpy. I think they must have got a lucky shot before, but they're not doing so well against this. That is their disadvantage, but I applaud the commitment to detail, because they could probably do much better if they had 50 cals. I must also applaud the F-22's ability to fly without any main wings. Look at that. If he ends up winning now, that would be the greatest upset in the history of sport. I know I say that a lot about things that happen on this show, but I do believe it. Yeah, it's not over yet. We're going to see this to its bitter end, mostly because it's beautiful. Another wing ripped off now by some bullets. These guys just dancing back and forth, trying to murder this guy. Hopefully we'll do it soon, because I'm running out of things to say about this rather weird scene. But we always see weird stuff. Oh, there goes an engine. Now surely he can't fly with no wings on one engine. Oh no, he can. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, you know. You don't need wings. You only need one engine. He's covered in bullet holes. There's some in the cockpit. He's depressurized. Jeb is bleeding out. Oh, that explains it. It's Jeb. Alright. Oh my god, is he going to get a kill? Please get a kill. I would literally be the happiest person. Oh no, okay, we gotta see this. This is insane. I want to see how long he can last in a dogfight with no wings and one engine and no missiles while two guys shoot at him. Okay, future reference. Don't use 50 cals. They take too long to kill people. Oh, whoa. Ooh, that guy's right on him now, though. But I don't know, they can't keep guns on him for long enough. There goes the other engine. Now surely he is totally down and out. Look how close that was! Holy shit! That was amazing. I hope I got a good shot of that. That might be the thumbnail. Anyway, this guy will glide to a landing now. Yeah, why not? I mean, why wouldn't he glide to a landing? Okay, I'm gonna let him glide to a landing. Fuck it. You know what? He's earned it. He has earned gliding to a landing. I'm gonna have some water. My voice hurts from commentating this madness. Please actually succeed at gliding to a landing. That would be just so perfect. I don't think he has enough any engines to maintain the speed, but you never know. He might just be able to pull in slowly. We'll see. That guy coming in again. He does not want him to land. He does not want to have to see this guy again. This guy's too scary with his ability to... Oh yeah, no. Yeah, just land, man. Fuck wings and engines and and tailplanes. Okay. This may well be an honourable mention, not because it did well enough to technically be an honourable mention, just because it's amazing. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is the dumbest thing that's ever happened. Anyway, so yeah, I guess the FV-106s, to my surprise with their single engine, have progressed to the final of today's episode. But who will join them? Let's go and find out if anyone else can fly without any wings or engines or tailplanes. Alright, so the second round of the semi-finals between the F-45s and the ASIF Mark IIs, the tiny little jets which seem ridiculously maneuverable, and the F-45s, of course, rather beautiful. Look at them. Look at how sleek they are. I love them. Anyway, let's get them into the air and get them fighting. I don't think either of these has an ECM jammer, at least that I can see. So, yeah. Anyway, Who will win, I'm not sure, although I'm kind of thinking the Asifs, and as much as I like the Asifs, these are much more beautiful. I mean, look at that from the front. That's some good shit. So I kind of want these guys to win. I've totally given up the whole impartial thing. Like, I think in the first few seasons I was like, oh, who do I want to win? But now I'm like, I like Eurofighters and I like prettier jets. This guy does have like 10 missiles on him though, which is, yeah, there's no limit, but my suggestion was 8, but I'm not going to be crazy. But if someone sends me a jet with like 20 missiles on them, I'm going to take most of them off, because it's just so bad. Anyway. Alright, missiles away, everyone going crazy, freaking out. These guys obviously have the thrust advantage because they have that little Juno engine giving them a little kick. I guess it just sort of fills in the space between the two engines. These guys diving low. These guys also carry quite a lot of fuel, which might hamper them. I would suggest trying to, you know, my advice is about 400 units per engine. Some people put less, some people put more, you know. It is ooh. I used to kind of try and balance everyone's fuel so it was about the same, but I think it... Oh wow, this guy got hit by a missile. Yeah, he is really screwed. But yeah, I think that did probably mess with it too much, so I stopped doing that after many complaints. So that guy, the F-45, has lost his wing to a missile. Might be able to do a little bit of damage with a missile, or maybe a very lucky gunshot, but it is pretty much 2-on-1 at this point, and it is looking like the Asifs may take it. Unless this guy can get a really quick gun kill, and then it will be 1-on-1, and it might be kind of okay. The other F-45 has hit the ground now. We just heard it go down, and there's a bunch of debris over there. Missiles all over the place. Oh, but this guy looks like he's in an advantageous gun position and might be able to do some damage to that Asif. Putting some gunfire down. Will he be able to do it? Oh, almost. He had some good shots there. And now he's got a wingman. Oh, on his tail. That is not ideal. He won't be able to shoot for that long when it's 2-on-1. And the gunfire slews in from the Asif and starts hitting the plane a little bit, but it's from distance, so he might be okay for it. Oh no, it's not quite over. Now it is over, and he is dead. So the Asifs take the victory. Just ridiculous little planes. I like seeing these kind of min-maxy planes. I love realistic planes, but I love it when you just kind of see a min-maxy plane. It's like, all right, this needs to be half control surfaces, all wings, you know, just as light as possible, and I think it's really good. I mean, this wasn't even like hacky with fuel. It has like 400 units in it, so this is a really good plane. But I want to see someone beautiful win. Although it's a good looking plane actually. It's just I meant realistic. But hey, you know, we've seen the best planes tend to be sort of just very well designed, unique looking planes, and these are doing very well and flying in such tight formation. Look at that. Anyway, let's go and see the final. See who will win, this or the FV-106s. So here we are at the final between the Asif Mark IIs from Punkaflufen. I haven't said that yet. I think I forgot to mention that person's name. Anyway, the Asifs from Punkaflufen and the FV-106s from the Doom Turtle. These have proved to be extremely good dogfighters, just being able to just effectively kill things with just brilliant teamwork, and these have been proven to be extremely savage, unbelievably good dogfighters, tearing apart anything in their way. So I have no idea who's going to win. If I were a betting man, I might give it to the Asifs, but I'm usually wrong, so I should probably give it to the F-106s, but I'm usually wrong, so we could do this forever, but anyway, it'll be interesting to see nonetheless. I'm hoping for some good gunfights because, well, we've seen some good ones today, and a lot of them have been from this plane, so, yeah. Yeah, neither of them have a ton of missiles, so, yeah, pretty nicely armed. I mean, this guy has 3 AMRAAMs, 4 Sidewinders, pretty good mix. This guy, 2 AMRAAMs, 2 Sidewinders, yeah, pretty good. Alrighty-roo, so now they turn around to fight each other, to murder each other with some missiles. Looks like they get them away at pretty much the same time. Pretty nice. Alright. And then these guys dive low and sideways, split actually. That's not a great idea. To split apart from your wingman tends to get, you chased down. This guy being... No, this guy's fine. It looks like this guy was being chased down by missiles, but may be able to just outrun them, although whenever I say that, things tend to die. But the chaff should be sufficient to ward off the missiles. We got a lot of things blowing up in the air, but none of them are planes, which we like to see. We want to see some good fights here. We want to see some gentlemanly kills, but one of the ASIFs actually gets hit, but not destroyed by a missile. Will that it'll totally hamper his performance. He's only got one control surface, but is still flying. Oh no, he's got a few control surfaces, but is now spinning out. That is surprising. I did not think the ASIFs of all things were going to get damaged by missiles, but this one, well, his wingman has been really, really hurt, actually. He looks like he's probably not going to be able to continue. Saying that, he gets a couple more missiles away. That's pretty good, but he is hampered now, and it is looking like the FV-106s might take it. They're scrappy little things, I will tell you that much. But now it's gun range, and it looks like this guy is at the advantageous position. Opens fire, and gets a bunch of hits on the F-106, tearing him apart. The first kill on an F-106, actually. That's pretty impressive. And now it's one-on-one, pretty much. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know what happened to the other... No, he's still alive. He's still going. It's 2-on-1, kind of. It's one and a half on one. So this guy turning around, avoiding the gunfire, diving low. That other ASIF not controllable enough to really... Oh, I say that, but I think he's still going, and that is the damaged ASIF. That's really, really impressive. But this guy probably with, 1.5 planes against him probably can't win and gets killed while trying to line up with the other ASIF. Very impressive, actually, by the ASIFs, I have to say. I've been a little down on them because, I like my realistic jets, but I also do like these kind of min-maxy, really just hardcore, make-it-win jets. And after that massive hit it took at first, it still managed to do some damage to one of the, favorites in this episode, and I'm really impressed. These are really nice, and they will be going to the grand finale, so congratulations to Punkerflufen. These are really cool, and I think the third engine's an interesting way to just get a little extra thrust. But anyway, that is the end of the episode. The next episode will, of course, be in a week, so get your stuff sent in on the Discord and in the Gmails and all of that kind of stuff. Hasn't been a ton of videos this week, sorry about that. I have been finishing my dissertation, which is now done, and I've been looking for houses, so I've been very busy. But I thought I might as well do this because, well, it's a weekly competition, so yeah. Anyway, like I said, get your stuff sent in with a list of mods, all that stuff, and yeah, I'll see you next time.